given the uncertain political situation in Haiti, with the inadequate leadership, the political corruption, the gang violence that's present all the time for you, what effect has that had on your church community? How does it affect your work that you're doing?
So far, I would say it's not really affected too much, because by keeping the faith to get to the church, and then the members that really live at far distance, they have made the sacrifice to come. Like, last Sunday, which was on the first Sunday, Sunday the 6th of this month, and we had over 800 people, in that church Sunday. We were able also to serve communion. So we had, I did not expect to have that many, because there was some gun firing on Friday, but on Sunday they really dress up and come to worship.
So attendance at the church and the school in Port-au-Prince has been good. Have you been able to get out to visit the churches that are outside the city?
No, not really, because the way I should go to visit the satellite churches, gangs, has been infested. So
Yeah.
I talk on the phone most of the time with the leaders that are in charge of these satellite churches, Thomas, La Salle, and Leoga.
But travel there is not a good thing to do, so you're relying on a phone conversation with them. Yes.
Exactly. You take reports and then tell them, what to do. If whatever need to be done, I authorize them, to go ahead.
But it hasn't necessarily affected your attendance at church on Sunday or the children. It hasn't prevented the children from coming to school in Port-au-Prince. That's good to hear.
Yes, they are really coming, and we have registered a lot of them this year. So that's make us having that numbers of over 400 from preschool to 6th grade.
That's great. Great. Pastor Luke, I know in this country, COVID has been a problem here with many people sick and out of work. Are you seeing many people in your clinic that have COVID, or are you seeing more people who are just sick in general?
We did saw a few, that had the COVID. And, the doctor, we were able to treat them, give them the necessary help that was needed. And but we didn't have any that pass away, but they were affected, tested, positive, with fever, this different symptoms. And that calls, the doctor to detect, because we did not have the test, to do.
So you do not have any COVID testing kits available to you in Haiti, right?
The Ministry of the Department of Health, the government, they have, but they are not giving to the clinic.
Okay.
To the clinic in Haiti. So they are
good to hear. All right. Do you have any specific, COVID specific needs that you know of? Nothing that's risen.
Recently, there was an epidemic of cough and fever, going on, which maybe that was the Omicron.
Omicron, right.
So it was really out there in Haiti. The Omicron did really affected the people. So we were able, they come to the clinic and they did receive the help.
I know Renee was working with the women at the church in Port-au-Prince. Has she been able to continue some of that work with the women there at the church?
Yes, she's still, but she's delegating people to continue, to continue to do. She's in constant communication with them. And
is it hard for her to travel? Has she been able to travel to Haiti, or is she doing most of her work?
Well, she was there in July, and then because of the unrest of this violence and gangs kidnapping, so we do not encourage her to come. But next month, April, before Easter, she will be there, to be with the people and the ladies.
Yes, I know that she enjoyed that work very much, and it seemed to be very.
Oh yes, she's very needed in this ministry in Haiti, and
I know one of your outreach missions was to work with some of the orphanages and other facilities in Haiti. Have you been able to do any of that work that's outside of your church in the Haiti community that has needs?
We've been helping that orphanage, and not only the orphanage, but the St. Vincent handicapped children. We've been providing food and medicine for them also.
Thing that you could ask for that might help your ministry, either help you in maintaining your ministry or be helpful in your church or one of the outlying missions that you have. Could you think of one, just any need that you might have that would be something you would just want to ask for?
Well, for right now, because the needs are always there,
yes.
Always. And you finish with one, there is another, but also finish, the church in Leogan,
And I can't tell you how important this one is, because without you being there on the ground, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing.
We really appreciate that, because that has been helping taking care of the family here, which is very important. We appreciate that.
To see everyone and get to put some faces to the names. Absolutely. That I've been hearing from my dad all the time.